Welcome to our StudiGuide course, Use of Force in California. During this course, I will explain what will be covered and how it will be covered. After review and study of this study guide, define the term force option. You will be able to identify the circumstances set forth in the California Penal Code when a peace officer has the authority to use force, the legal standard for the use of deadly force, the factors required to establish sufficiency of fear for the use of deadly force, that the objective of using force is to overcome resistance to gain control of an individual and the situation. You will be able to recognize force options and the amount of force peace officers may use based on the subject's resistance, facts an officer should consider when determining whether or not to use deadly force, and the law regarding justifiable homicide by a public officer and the circumstances under which homicide is considered justifiable. This is more than likely all you'll be tested on during this specific written examination. So the following is just information which might be discussed in class and not likely to be testable. You will be able to explain the legal framework establishing a peace officer's authority during a legal arrest, including the subject's requirement to submit to arrest without resistance, and a peace officer's authority to use reasonable force during a detention or arrest. The importance of training and ongoing practice when responding to potentially dangerous situations that may require the use of force. The legal and administrative consequences associated with the use of unreasonable force. An agency's potential liability associated with the use of unreasonable force. The consequences of an officer's failure to intervene when unreasonable force is used by another peace officer. You will be able to describe why complete documentation of the use of force is critical to the peace officer and the peace officer's agency to include justification for using force and relevant factors and detail. The benefits of ongoing physical and mental training for peace officers involving the use of force. You will be able to give examples of acceptable techniques for managing anger. You will be able to discuss reasonable force as stated by law, the components of the Fourth Amendment standard for determining objective reasonableness as determined by the U.S. Supreme Court, the level of authority agency policies have regarding the use of force by a peace officer, the importance of effective communication when using force, the role of agency policies regarding the use of deadly force, immediate and delayed intervention techniques, and factors that may inhibit a peace officer from intervening in a situation where a fellow officer may be applying unreasonable force. You will be able to discuss factors that can affect a peace officer's response when threatened with danger to include fear, reasonable, unreasonable, anger, indecision, and hesitation. Selected information from this written examination will also appear on your mid-course and end-of-course proficiency tests.